One of my roommates is Korean though, and she said that this isn't normal in Korean homes, because I was like, what is going on here? And then this wasn't even featured in the listing, but there's actually a whole other room. Honestly, in comparison to so many of the Airbnbs in this city, this is a steal. Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am in another new location and I have been not doing super well for about the past 2 weeks. I've been quite sick. I was in Dubai, I was at Nest Summit, so it was like super hectic and crazy, all while I'm literally like, like the whole time. Now that I'm in my new space, I'm really ready to get over this. And so in today's video, I wanted to do something more chill. I was actually planning on going out and meeting my friend Nikki Proshin, who is another YouTuber. I actually knew him before he was as massive as he is today. But I literally was having coughing fits all of last night, and it's raining out today here in Seoul, South Korea. So here we are doing an Airbnb tour. Hopefully I can make it through this. So with all of that said, I am quite excited to share this Airbnb with you because I'm quite impressed, especially because I got it for I think about $15-16 a night. And like most places in Seoul are quite expensive. So let me give you a tour. But before we start that tour, like let me just say that I'm not in the center of Seoul. I'm a little bit outside. I think it's near the train station Hwagok. I'm trying to figure out like the G sound here in Korea. I think it's usually with it sounds like a K. But yeah, so let's actually get started and like show you this really nice space. So I think it's fair to say we should start from the outside. I hope I didn't just lock myself out. I think I know the code. As I said, it's quite rainy today. It's a little bit chilly, like not as, I mean, it's not warm, but it's not too cold either. It's located on this nice like little residential streets. I really like that because it's quiet, like you can only hear people that are inside, like it's not like a super loud neighborhood. But yeah, so let's go in. There we are. So this is what you see when you first walk in. Look at how cute it is. Like I really love this, I guess you could call it teal, maybe like seafoam green accents. And you have a space for your shoes here. I have slippers on. We have 3 rooms, 1, 2, and then 3. So it's not like it's crazy busy. I mean, I'm pretty sure all of these rooms are always booked, but like, I mean, I've only been here for like 2 days and like, you know, it seems very calm and chill and I am loving that. This other door over here is a laundry room. And I've come to realize that I think laundry machines in the US are a conspiracy because this washed and dried it, like dried it with heat. I've seen a washer that can do like a very fast spin to dry your clothes before you put them on the hanger. But this actually like warmed my clothes and dried them completely. So like in the United States, like you buy a washer and a dryer, and now that I'm thinking about it, that is a whole conspiracy and that is a whole lie for extra sales. What? So I did my laundry yesterday and I was like, yay, laundry. Okay, so we came from the door, my room, other room, laundry rack. There's also Wi-Fi here and it works very well. And then this is the kitchen, la cocina, which I really like the kitchen. Like it's a nice table, a big fridge, and like it seems like there's nothing in it except for stuff that I bought, which is cool. Like I hate when I'm traveling and there's a fridge in a kitchen to use, but it's just a mess and like packed, like because then I don't even want to use it. But here I'm like, oh, okay, nice. I can really, you know, get into eating at home again. And then here, like the sink, dude, this is a massive sink. Like this is nice. I wonder if is this normal in Korean homes? If so, awesome. We have a kettle, and then, you know, we have pots, pans, like everything. It's so nice because I'm just like, do I need a pan? Boom, it's right here. Do I need chopsticks or fork? It's right here. Like it's so convenient. And then we have this for cooking, which is, ooh, look at that. Oh, and a microwave. I literally like never use microwaves anymore, but it's nice to have when you need one. So overall, this is a really great space. Now, with that said, if you really don't like sharing spaces with people, then maybe an Airbnb like this isn't for you. But for me, this is like a steal. Like this is awesome. So before we go to my room, let's look at the bathroom. This is something that I thought was kind of weird. One of my roommates is Korean though, and she said that this isn't normal in Korean homes, because I was like, what is going on here? So in the bathroom, there's like a huge step, so you have to go like up and into the bathroom. So every time I step out of the bathroom, I'm like holding on to this just so I don't like fall, because it's a good like 2 feet high. It has one of those shower heads that's attached to the sink. The heating works fine, it's great. It looks short, I'm 5'5", so I'm like just tall enough, but if you were like 6 foot, you might have to crouch a little bit to fit in here to stand up. Overall, I'm having a great experience here. I'm just excited to share my room with you guys because I noticed on Airbnb, it is very hard to find a spacious looking room in Seoul that is within a budget. Now I will say, everybody said, oh my God, Seoul's gonna be so expensive, Korea's gonna be expensive, blah, blah, blah. The thing is you can find things that are actually like pretty decent budget rooms, but they are tiny looking. So when I found what I found, I was like, this looks like it's gonna be an okay option, because I'm somebody that likes to have like space to like put out my yoga mat, and like that's really like all that matters. I like to be able to store my things, or at least put them somewhere where they're not in my way. And I found just the place. So let me show you my room. So here we go. I have 2 sliding doors, and this is my room. Wow, look at that. I was like not sure how big it was really gonna be. In the photos it looked big, but based on seeing all these very tiny rooms in Seoul, I was like, what if it's actually really, really small? But look how spacious it is. It is so spacious. Like my yoga mat fits here perfectly. I was doing yoga last night and I was like, oh, this feels good. I haven't done yoga in like weeks. So it feels very good to get back into my routine. The only mistake I realized is I got in here and I was like, oh my God, there's not a desk. But that's okay, because we have the kitchen table outside, and as long as people aren't like too busy out there, then I can use that. The bed is actually really, really cozy. This is a very warm blanket, especially for the weather these days. And I have a whole cabinet. Like it feels really good when you have a space that you can put all of your stuff and organize it. And then this wasn't even featured in the listing, but there's actually a whole other room. I set my backpack in here, but like, look at that. So then there's a window to the outside. Just like this whole separate space, which I guess is good for storing things if you have a lot of stuff. I personally think the owner of this Airbnb could buy a desk and put it in there, and then like, you know, list this room for even more, especially for like digital nomads. Like this is a decent space. So, you know, we got a mirror, everything just feels like, you know, you have everything that you want. So this is the Airbnb space that I found out here. I have my room, a bathroom, a kitchen that is functional, laundry, and the neighborhood itself is quite nice. Like, you know, you walk along, there's tons of food, there's local markets, there's cafes. So like, you know, even though like I'm not in the heart of Seoul, like I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. I can go see all the touristy things and, you know, all of that, like when I want to. If I want to move to a different Airbnb at some point, you know, to see a different neighborhood, I can do that. But I am so happy that this is where I'm landing for my first time in South Korea, for my first, you know, my first week. Like it's very cozy, the internet works great, it's super cute, and you know, I have everything I need, and yeah, it's just awesome. So here we are again on the floor, and I really hope you all enjoyed this Airbnb in Seoul, South Korea tour. Especially, you know, if you're looking for Airbnbs, my advice is to look ahead of time. Number one, look ahead of time, especially if you want to get a good deal. Create a list of like your favorites for that time that you will be going. And if it does have free cancellation, then that's great. This one did not have free cancellation, but I saw it and I said, this spot's gonna probably be amazing. It had good reviews, of course, so if it doesn't have reviews, then I don't know. I tend to stray away from those just in case like I do have a really bad experience or it is a scam. But you know, just check out for reviews, check out for the price, and I would say book for maybe at least a week if you are a slow traveler like I am, because that's how you get a discount on these spaces. So yeah, and I'll put the link in the description to this Airbnb. This is not like I didn't get a discount or anything for this video. I just feel, you know, I need to stay inside and not do too much because I haven't been feeling so good. And I wanted to share this space because honestly, in comparison to so many of the Airbnbs in this city, this is a steal. So I hope you enjoyed this video, you guys. Please subscribe if you want to see more of my South Korea videos because we're gonna be here for a while. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.